right? Can you raise your hand if you love a yellow school bus, right? Just, there's something about and most of us, many of us went to school on the yellow school bus, right? And it's part of our experience growing up. It's part of, a nostalgia and a memory of the excitement and joy of going to school, to be with your favorite teacher, to be with your best friends, and to learn. The school bus takes us there.
Yep, the school bus takes you to school. The yellow school bus takes you to school. Remember, Harris, as they say, is one heartbeat away from the leadership of the free world. One set of airport stairs or bad bicycle dismount from the White House. I hope they're taking good care of President Joe Biden.
If you're keeping track, this is what the world thinks of our vice president. And apparently this strong minority, self-made woman, Kamala Harris, after all this, after all the record setting, after all the glass ceiling breaking, becoming the eighth wonder of the freaking world, she still cannot handle any kind of real criticism. And I'm about to show you, this might be the greatest and most disgusting CNN interview in the history of CNN. That is an accomplishment, man. But as you watch this, please watch the treatment that Kamal is getting here and compare that, juxtapose that with what she's actually done, what she's actually been accountable for, and the treatment that a lot of people would say that she really does deserve. But before I roll it, guys, please make sure to be a part of this channel's growth. This is going to be a monumentally important year for conservatism, and you can help the cause, man, by liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing the channel. It really, really does mean a lot. And it goes a real, real long way to helping us reach more people with this message. Have a look at this.
Let me ask you one more question. I'm struck just in your presence. I was watching you on stage, watching the reactions from the crowd, looking you in the eye with your passion that you were displaying and talking about so many issues. And yet you hear candidates suggesting that a vote for President Biden because of his age is somehow a vote for you, and that is hurled as an insult. It's intended to demonstrate some negative viewpoint towards you.
It is not somehow a vote for Kamala, man. It is mathematically a vote for Kamala Harris. The guy is almost 82 years old, man, and I promise you, anyone who can look at any of this objectively can recognize and admit that if he was your father, or if that was your grandfather, you'd be inviting him to come live with you, not voting for him for president. I mean, come on. And look at this interviewer, man. She's sitting there interviewing probably the greatest diversity hire failure in the history of the world. And she's struck by your presence. I'm struck by your passion, your handle on the issues. And she says, I just don't understand why people would say a vote for you is a bad thing. Why do you think that's a bad thing? She asked Kamala Harris.
What is your reaction to this thought that with your background in particular, with your career, that there is some thought that you are incapable?
Well, I think that most women who have risen in their profession, who are leaders in their profession, have had similar experiences. I was the first woman to be elected district attorney. I was the first woman to be elected Attorney General of the state of California, and I'm the first woman to be Vice President. And I love my job.
Enough said. Thank you so much for the time. I really do appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
What has she done? I mean, honestly, what has she really done? All she has technically accomplished is getting hired while being female, biologically female, I assume. And I know we're not supposed to assume these kind of things anymore, but that's what it looks like. And she says she loves her job. And just think of the difference, man, between these people and a Donald Trump. You know, when Donald Trump was asked a very, very similar question, he says that he's doing this because he loves America. Kamala is here because she loves her job. And I realize that that might sound like semantics to a lot of people, but I think it's a very, very important difference. And as far as her job, what exactly is her job? What has she accomplished? I mean, the only clear responsibility that she's been given in this entire 3-year experiment was the border. And if it weren't for the Afghan surrender or the economy or inflation or potential World War III breaking out in 2 different places now, it really would be our crowning failure. You know, luckily for her, there's just too many crowning failures to choose from. Although I think even with all that, the border probably still is our crowning failure. But hey, she loves her job. And if you're a business owner watching this at home, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, you are glad that this woman doesn't work for you, even though she really does. She really does work for you, work for us, which is not a good feeling. But it's just crazy. In this sadly pathetic interview, these people, think about this. These people are harder on First Lady Melania Trump than they are on Vice President, and really a vice president with a lower approval rating since Dick Cheney after he shot his friend in the face. I mean, just think about that. That is low, man. But anyway, that's just my take, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, be a part of the channel's growth. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. I'll see you in the next one.